it. Hold on. my entrance just got cut off. So maybe there's a whole bunch of people on the internet right now. But anyway, hopefully you guys have no problem connecting. And it's Tuesday, and I'm sure you feel the same way I do. These days are blurring together. Each day, it's the same day. It's Groundhog Day. So anyway, I was thinking this morning, and especially when I'm looking at myself right now, that the boys might need to cut my bangs, which makes me nervous. So if anybody has a good, haircut, fringe, bang, little YouTube, let me know, because I need it. I need to do something. So I hope you guys are well today, and I'm definitely feeling good, pretty hopeful. I love hearing that the social distancing is working, and I know in my area for sure it is working, and everybody is doing what they need to be doing, and I'm just really keeping my fingers crossed that the warmer weather that we all seem to be experiencing will proper place. So anyway, if my internet keeps going in and out, I am so sorry about that. I'm just going to keep on going, and let's hope this works. And for those of you who know that I have been playing Monopoly every single day, I hate that game. I don't hate playing with my kids, but you guys, it gives me such high blood pressure. My kids have no fear and will trade at the first sight of trading and trade anything. And it makes me so nervous. I want to hold on to all my money. I want to be cash rich. And unfortunately, that is not the way to win Monopoly. You need to be Trump rich, I guess. So I'm going to change my strategy next time. But let me tell you, it has been a Monopoly whirlwind, and I have lost every single game. So anyway, enough about that. There was a couple other things. Oh, okay, one more thing before I show you my little art demo today. On my Instagram, if you guys aren't on there, it's Andrea Garvey Art, and I made another dinner last night. I'm trying all these old recipes from 10 years ago or whatever, I would just take out recipes and I would put them in a binder, books. And so I found this old recipe called Steak Diane, and the gravy part of that recipe was unbelievable. It was so yummy. So I put a photo of that recipe on my Instagram story, so you can find it there. And hopefully, thumbs up, you guys can see me. I'm wondering if I should disconnect and connect again, but I might just give it a whirl and see if we can get this done. So yesterday we did some of these little, and we're gonna call them Andrea roses. So I don't know, whatever. We're gonna call these roses, but yesterday we did this, and I just did this little section right here. And then last night I finished it off, and this little area, this square, this is the cover. This is gonna have for my book. So this will be a quote, and what I wanna do is do these little flowers all along the edges. And today I'm gonna show you some ways to do some fun markers. And anyway, so if you have a good quote for me, we're gonna put it in there. If not, I'll do one from the cards that we pull. And also this page was filled in. So, oops, so I was just trying a little marker on that. And then I think tomorrow I'm gonna actually work on a page for you guys too. So you'll see me doing a page. So hold on tight. I'm gonna flip you around. I'm gonna show you all these awesome markers. So much fun. But before I even do that, I wanna show you something. My mom, and I'm not too sure if she's on or not, my mama, who's been, okay, so this is what my mom gave me, all right? Now, she didn't give me all the markers, but she did actually give, and these are little tiny makeup bags, okay, that have the Velcro right here. You can probably get them in any little store that sells this stuff. And you can close it up and travel with it. And so when I go on vacation and I do my travel journals, I usually take just like one of these with me and shove it with tons of markers. But this is where I keep all my markers today. So it's a great idea if you are out and about and you see these little makeup pouches, grab them for your art supplies, because they really are easy. They're tucked away and you can grab them and then carry them into wherever you want to do some I'm doodling. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna flip you around. I'm wondering too if I should, I'll just have to keep turning it and seeing. All right, let's see where we are. Okay, so here is my sketchbook. Hopefully you guys can see that. Actually, I'm gonna put that there. All right, so I'm gonna do, can you see down here? Let's see, there, that's how I can tell. I'm gonna marker in some of these flowers. And again, if you weren't here yesterday with me, and I have yet to put it on YouTube, I got carried away in that Monopoly tournament that, it took hours. I think I spent 5 hours on Monopoly, but this is the pen I used yesterday. It's a Micron #1, and that's how I created these little flowers. You can use any pen you want. This is another one that I also love, the Pitt artist pen. So I went in this morning and I grabbed some markers that I wanted to show you what I love. And one of the marker brands that I really love is Copic. Now, Copic markers are a little bit expensive compared to others. So, don't worry about that. Feel free to grab any marker you want. I just happen to like this brand and I won't let my kids touch them. So there's 2 different types of markers. There's the Copic that has these nibs. So a little skinny one, and then that sort of, what do you call that? I forgot already. And then on here, this one has that same nib here, but then it has more of like a painter brush, which I really like. So I'm gonna start with this marker, and this is a little lighter. I love the Copics because they blend really well and they blend with each other. And there's actually a blender marker that you can get. So if you wanted to do some faces, you can try all different types. You can't really tell the blending because I have this background, but you can start to blend a whole bunch of different face tones together, which is really cool. But for now, we're just gonna be doing this on the purple. So I'm just going right inside my petals here, and you can make it, anything you want. And I'm just gonna take these back petals and make it this pale pink. Okay, so I like that brush better than this one. Now this one is fine too. It's just that it's just preference. I feel like I'm almost painting with the other. So I'm just gonna do a couple with that one, maybe in here. This one I would say is a more traditional type of marker as far as the nib goes. I feel like the other one I just like better. All right, let me get a different pink in the Copics. So many markers. Okay, here's another pink. It may not be too much of a difference. Let's see. It's okay. It's a little bit orangey, but it's different enough. I'm going to save the stripe part of my petal. For a second. And one of the things I'll do is I'll make this sort of color combo here, and then maybe I'll do one here, and then maybe I'll do one here. So it's a balance. So I'm not going to do them all in the same color combos, but that one I'm going to do there. And I think what I might do is take my black marker and make the stripes kind of pop out. And by doing that, I'm just taking this black and making the stripes pop a little. And I might want to pick a color that's right in there. So another one of the markers that I like, I'm going to switch my marker brand for a second so you guys can see these. This is the Tombow Art, and just checking we're still on. The Tombow Arts I also love. Here's a bunch of different colors I have. Now, the thing is, I think that these are the same brand. Wait, and I know I have another one that looks like this. but I think they're all the same kind of company. So you can probably find ones that are very similar, and they may not say Tombow, but they might be similar. This is that same kind of painterly nib on that one end, and then you have more of a traditional marker on that end. Because this is just a tight little spot, I'm gonna actually go in. Now these markers could be all trash because my kids loved them in Barbados. Okay, so I'm going in with a little darker of a red there in my tight little spots. And then I think I'm gonna bring, let's see, I'm not too sure what color I wanna do there quite yet. Maybe this purple. I'm gonna do purple for my mom, it's her favorite color. Okay. So I've got my little stripe going on, and now I want to do something right there in the center. So let's see what this is. There's something about markers that really remind me of being a kid again. You know, I'm sure you all can relate that when we were little, everybody would play with markers and just draw. This is just one of the Pitts. I'm just going to do a little bit of detail work on top of the markers. But anyway, you know, coloring in is a completely meditative part of my art practice that I love to do. I just kind of forget everything, and it's great for what we're all going through right now. And even if you can put aside 30 minutes to just doodle, I say do it. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be on the back of a receipt or a piece. Get your mind off of the craziness. So I think I'm gonna take the same Tombow and work on another one here. I'm gonna do I don't know how much I love these color combos, but I also might go in and make them a little darker in the cracks, and I'll show you that in a minute. See how this orange, yep, this was worse when they were drawing. So I'm just gonna go in and lightly, what I end up doing is I go in the middle for a little bit closer to the edge. So this is just how to, you know, have fun playing with different colors. So I like these. I've already gone over the edge on this because this nib is pretty much ruined. Okay. So you just have to be careful with those end pieces. So let's see, what other color do I want to go with that? I think I'll save my blues for, I'll do one more in the blues. Let's see what this looks like. So the fun thing about these flowers too, the way I created them is that each petal is its own separate, you know, the lines make it its own separate petal. So you can really have fun coloring and being creative and doing what you want to do. See what this one is. That's that. This is a deeper purple. So instead of doing the black, I'm just gonna do these stripes in a purple. I might even leave that white. And I need to figure out what color's there. Okay, I think I'll do the light purple. So when you put the inks down on your journal, it does change the colors of the markers. So that's just part of the deal. It's just gonna be a shade underneath, so it'll be a little bit darker. And let's see what other color I have. I sort of am looking for a yellow. All right, let me see if I get this yellow. So again, this is like the Tombow Marvy. I don't know, and my kids ruined that one. All right, let's see. Oops. Well, that didn't work. Yep. That's a very fine point. We're gonna not work with that one. I'm gonna try a different orange here. Let's see what color this is. This is a lighter, okay. Yeah, I think I might have to chuck some of these. All right, so this is just a lighter. If I had a yellow, I'd probably do a yellow here. And I'm gonna do a blue in the middle, and then I'll do one other flower, but I wanna show you a couple other things I do too. Once I've got my marker down, I might go in and start to darken some areas. And what you can do is just either use the same color or just use another color. Ooh, that's almost too thick, but I'm just going in and darkening a little bit in the corners. I could sit for hours and draw flowers. Okay, and what I'm going to do now, and so I'm just going really lightly. I mean, it's not going to blend perfectly, but it definitely gives it a little bit of a gradient feel. So you can find these Copics online, and you know, you can just get like 10 or something, and you don't have to invest too much money in a whole set, but you can start small, and they really do last a long time if you keep them in good condition. Don't let your kids use them. I'm just blending a little bit more. Right, I'm gonna put, so it's sort of, you can tell you're going in inside this back layer with a little bit darker of the markers. Now, regular markers aren't going to blend like that, so you can also try watercolor if you want and just go darker in the corners and then lighter water, or just less water on the edges, and you can blot that down too for that kind of a look and feel. And here, this one is just like straight markers. I'm going to do one more with the blues and show you how, let's see, we're in, yep. And I'm going to show you how I do some gradient on that. And I don't know why I don't like these chisel, what are they called? Chisels? I don't know. I mean, I'm going to use them just for the demonstration, but they definitely cover a good surface amount. So there's that, but, and they're very light to touch. You don't need, I'm barely putting this marker down. Okay, so I've got this is one of my favorite colors too. Let me tell you what these colors are too, in case you, this one, where are the colors? Oh, right here. Okay, this one's called Mint Green. I really like this color. And the pinks I was using are Sugared Almond Pink. Well, that's a fun color. And Cherise. Okay, so the one I'm using here is I can't even read this, Nile Blue. You know, one thing I have noticed is my eyes are getting worse, and that's okay. That's just part of age, but I really don't want to go in and get them checked for a while until all is clear to go and do that kind of stuff. So for now, I'm just dealing with it. Okay, so I'm just using a little bit of a lighter, a little bit of a darker shade, but not too much. I mean, it's not drastic. And I'm gonna go in here and put that in there. So now I've got my blues, and I'm thinking I might do this in blues and whites. Let's see, so I've got my two Copics there. Maybe I'll do some green. I too like green. Okay, this one is called Acid Green, and I'm hoping it has the right tip. Yep. So I'm gonna go in and every other one. Let's see, do I want to do, I do like that green. So what I want to do is go into these corners and add a little bit more blue. So I've got another color blue here. Let's see if I have that blender. This is cool gray. Now that might work too, but I'm going to try this one. This one is new blue. All right, so I'm just going in and making it darker in my corners. kind of going around the top part right here, going around this. This will also make it pop. And you can kind of see they're blending a little bit already because they have some special magical power. All right, and then I'm going to take this green add a little bit here. I haven't quite decided what I want to do in the inside yet, so I'm ignoring it, but I'm going to have to deal with it in about 1 second. So let's see, what do I want? You know what two colors I love together are purple, light purple and lime green. I've been doing a lot of that color combination on my paintings. Let's see if I can get this guy to work. Oh boys, look what they did to my markers. Okay, well, we'll have to pretend this is a beautiful purple. All right, let's get it. The last bit of that. And I think I might go with the pink here. You really can't go wrong with pink. So I'm gonna make that in the inside, and I'm just taking the Copic and I'm going around the whole thing. And in one of the inner circles, I'm just gonna bring that out too a little bit. And then you can have fun like going into all of these different flowers. So like I would take the same blue combo, put that over here. So I've got 3 different combos going on. And what I would do is try to balance them throughout the whole page. And I'll work on that later tonight when we're watching Homeland. We're gonna play Clue. But after that, Homeland. We have been watching 3 episodes a night. It's crazy. Anyway, so I'm doing some little, you know, taking your black pen again, you can go and embellish and just really have fun and work on that. So that's my little marker demo. Okay, so I've got some awesome Copics. They're amazing, but types of nibs. So you want to make sure you get the one you like. Don't know what it's called. I should look that up before I tell you. Then we've got the Tombow markers, Stadler, sorry, but they're like the Tombow. These are all the same. Oh, you know what? And there's one other marker I had out to show you guys. Sorry, but I haven't used him yet. So maybe I'll do a couple of those. These are the Faber-Castells. They're like the black ones, but they're colored. And I was very lucky to get a set of these. So they're bold. So they're, and you know what? I don't even know if bold stands for bold. But there's the S, which I use to write with. And then the B has that same nib that I really like. So I'm just gonna do one of these so you can see. They're a lot smaller than the Copics. They're a smaller little nib, but I love them. And these work great too. So when I go on vacations or when I go travel, I grab a whole bunch of different colors. I don't even know what I'm grabbing. I just go grab them and then I just use what I have. So these little guys are fun and they come in a variety of colors. And let's see what this one looks like. And I often take these smaller ones and I go right on top of some of these other colors that I've done. It gives it just another little, very subtle look. So much fun. I like that one. Alrighty, so hold on, I'm gonna flip you around, see if I lost anybody. Okay, we're still here. Oh, good. All right, good. We're all here, and let's see. A couple things I just want to tell you. One of the things that I really have been thinking about is all of the nurses out there and the healthcare and the doctors and everybody in healthcare, and of course everybody who's working. But if you ever listen to Como, now I'm not political, I'm not going to give you any politicals, anything, but he's so, I love when he gives his live presentations and talks, and I catch little snippets. But today, he's so heartfelt when he was thanking the healthcare workers. And so we all have a nurse somewhere in our friends or family group, and just want to give a shout out to those guys. And that's a huge group of people that we'll be forever grateful and thinking about. And anyway, so I just wanted to say, like, I'm trying to think, like, what could we do to help them? That's what Como wants to do. What could we all do to help them? So let's think about something creatively. Okay, so I'm going to pull one of our cards. All right, so I've got the super attractor. I'm ready to attract some good, creative, meditative, yummy juju today. All right, so this one I'm pulling for you guys. So let's see what this one says. It kind of matches that purple matches my other thing. Oh, I pulled two again, but I'm only going to take one. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. Alrighty. So this is all the outsides look like that. This is so cute. It's their wings. When I'm connected to spirit, I feel a sense of certainty, magnitude, and ease that I've never known before. Oh, this one is so sweet. And that spirit, that can be anything that you have or hold on to. Any religion, any faith, anything, anybody. It's just when you're connected, right? That's what it's all about. Just something that you're connected to. It makes you feel better. Makes you feel better when you see the news and you read about it, you talk to a friend and somebody you know is going through this horrible, horrible virus. You can look at these cards and feel better. Anyway, so with that said, in my rambling, I will let you know tomorrow how our game night goes. I'm sure I'll lose. I have not won one thing since my Barbados trip. I'm going to continue to work on this part of the journal. And then what I'd like to do tomorrow with you guys is I actually am going to go and do a page. I'm going to, in advance, cut out some of the things I want to work on, and then I'll show you guys. And so that way you can get started too, just by starting to look at magazines and doing cutouts, and we'll do some lettering, and then you can add them all up together. So hopefully you guys will like that. I got inspired from something I read a few days ago, so I want to talk to you guys about that. And sometimes you'll read something or think of something and it will spark an idea. You may not be ready to work on it, so just jot it down or highlight it and save it. Save it for a rainy day, or save it for a day where we're inside, okay? So with that, I'm sending you big love. Take care, be well, stay inside or just out in your garden, and take care of everybody that you know and love. Okay, bye.